Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, Fit Prison Wife. My name is Tamika, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. So today we are going to be talking about, if you're a prison wife and you're feeling helpless, and kind of digging into that and why that is. So if you're new to this channel, my husband has been incarcerated for about 6 years now. Prayerfully, he will be home this year. But I wanted to talk about, kind of the emotions and the feelings that come along with being a prison wife. So most of you already know, your life absolutely changes when this happens. And I do want to make a distinction because there are different ways that you can become a prison wife. So you have people or women like me in my situation who were married prior to their husband going to prison. And then you have women who met their husband while incarcerated, and maybe they may have gotten married in prison. And I'm curious. So depending on which category you fall in, I'm curious to know if what we're discussing today will make a difference. Does it make a difference whether or not you experience these thoughts of like depression, anxiety, feeling helpless? Does it make a difference whether or not you met while incarcerated or you met before incarceration? So comment below. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. But I can remember back during my first year, I felt so helpless, and I can recall that first couple weeks I was just scrambling, like, what the heck is going on? This was like the most unexpected, shocking thing for me. And oh my gosh, it was such a trauma-filled time for me. And you spend your first couple months like getting a lawyer. Do you have the money to get a lawyer? Or do you stick with a public defender? And then as time goes on, it's kind of like, gosh, this is not going away, and I feel like no one cares but me. Oh gosh, you feel so helpless even at that point already, because all you want to do is bring your man home and free him. But it's so out of your control. You literally have no control over what's happening, and you're at the mercy of the justice system. My little air quotes. So yeah, and the journey just starts from there. And I can honestly say that for me, it was definitely an emotional roller coaster. And this set the stage for me hitting rock bottom. And gosh, there were so many emotions. I was angry, and I just felt like my life just was not going to get back on track. I wasn't going to feel better. I wasn't going to get out of that depressed mindset until my husband came home. And I just felt like helpless because I didn't feel like there was anything I could do to get where I wanted to be, and that was happy again. I'm used to being that bubbly, happy, always smiling girl, and like everything was just like ripped from me. And as time went on, I just felt so like worthless. I would come home and just felt like I had no purpose. And I didn't know what to do to make myself feel better. Actually, at the beginning, I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't even trying, honestly. I was just stuck in that what I call that victim mindset, where I didn't really take responsibility, and I didn't really look for avenues or even look for help. And I knew that I probably needed help. I wouldn't say I was clinically depressed, but I definitely could have benefited from a counselor for sure, I'm sure. And I know I've spoken to other prison wives who actually are seeking counseling, so I'm definitely glad you're doing that. If that is something you're thinking about doing, I say go for it. I know some of us did not go that route. So, but I would say, the biggest thing is that I find being in a situation like this, having your love bug. I don't know why I said love bug, but having your honey locked up is just, life is just not the same. I mean, you can't enjoy things like you used to, like holidays, like your life is literally on hold. That's how I felt, like my life was on hold. I'm thankful I don't feel that way anymore, but I could not do anything. I couldn't celebrate my birthday, couldn't go on vacation, I could not do Christmas, couldn't do Thanksgiving, because Christmas was not Christmas without my husband there. It just wasn't the same. Can you guys relate? Did you guys feel the same way I did? And I was just stuck in this phase, and it wasn't until I had a realization that my oldest son was reflecting my feelings onto himself, and I saw that in him one day. And that was the moment when I realized that I had to change. I had to get out of that victim mentality, and I needed to do better for myself, because I wanted to show my sons that it doesn't matter what your circumstances, you can accomplish anything. Life is all about your perspective and how you react. But it took me a while to get to that point where I was able to get out of that, helpless mindset. Sometimes it's okay to stay in that place of feeling helpless, because you need that time for yourself to just, feel what you're going through. It's fine. So at some point when you're ready to get better, or when you have that realization that you have to do better, you will definitely start feeling better. So, if you're feeling helpless, you have to realize that your husband coming home or your partner coming home is not going to solve the problems. You have to put the effort in to do it yourself. So you have to come to that realization. So I'm curious. That's why I asked the question earlier. Do you think that it matters if you met while incarcerated, or if you were already with your spouse prior to incarceration? Does that make a difference with the feelings that I just expressed about like how I felt? And like I was saying, I met my husband before he was incarcerated. So I don't know, let me know. And what stage are you in right now? Are you new? Are you still kind of in that phase where you're really just kind of still feel like helpless and feeling sorry for yourself right now? Are you angry? How are you feeling right now? Or have you moved forward and started, getting better? Are you feeling better now? Where are you at on your prison life journey? I'm curious to know. So I know one thing for me, when I started talking about my situation, it was like a boulder lifted off my shoulder. I remember, oh my God, I posted a video on Facebook exposing myself. It was like coming out of the closet. My husband's incarcerated. It took me probably 30 minutes just to hit the send button. I was so scared and frightened. But all the love I got and people just kind of telling me their problems, it was like the world lifted up off my shoulders, and I just became this, avenue for people telling me their problems. So it really wasn't bad at all once I told everybody, which was such a relief. So I encourage you, if you're in my position, if you are a new prison wife and your husband, your boyfriend, your partner is incarcerated, find that good support system, because you really will need it. So I hope this helps somebody. And please comment, let me know, answer my questions, please. I'm curious to know. And then make sure you come back, because I will be posting more videos. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. So I'm gonna keep posting videos for you ladies. All right, Fit Prison Wife. Boom.